Hi everyone, AI color grading is finally here. So can you imagine just one click, you can move 170 parameters to make a grade, and you can do your own AI training to train your AI color grading assistant that exactly think and grade like you, save you thousands of hours on a very long projects. So today let's take a look at PFA Color Suite 15.2. So in the latest build, we have refined the math. Now every single adjustment feels so fast and snappy. The GPU acceleration is much faster. So go and try out the 15.2 3rd August version. You can access it in your dashboard if you get a license. If on trial, it's only stuck at 13.3. So what's going to happen here today, I'm going to show you the AI engine. Look at the correction log, just grade with AI. One step, it will convert the log to raster mode 9 and you can refine it with the sliders. Same for the correction exposure group, grade with AI, grade with white balance. Look at how intuitive it is. So we are now getting a log to raster mode 9. Also at the same time, stripping away the native manufacturer saturation, so we can have a clean canvas to play with. Then you turn on the correction print, and here you can tune whatever print format you want for the camera negative as well as the print intensity, and that gives you a combination of the look you want. And you can even increase the subtractive density to set a foundation. And I just done the first step, which is the correction engine. So the UI layout follows a 20 nodes workflow that built in a single node. So instead of building a node tree, you now have one node to complete all your grading in one shot. Once you're done with the correction engine, it plus AI engine or any single one of the other engines is able to complete your grade. You can use them all, but it's not necessary to use even all of them. So today I'm going to show you how to use the AI engine. So you click CinePulse AI. So once you've done a grade, you can click AI training. So I'm going to clear the data here, and I'm going to show you how you can build your own AI engine that you can one-click generate any look you want. So first, let's go to contrast engine. Once correction engine is done, you can go to contrast, film spectral contrast. Just increase the rate contrast. Just look at how organic the saturation from the sensor data has been added back to the image. And you can adjust the blue contrast, you can adjust the green contrast. This is channel level of color contrast. And just one single step here, we are able to get a very nice organic look out of everything. And we can go to film tonal curve, increase the black point, increase the shadow softness. We can get a milky gray in the shadows, and that further enhance the film level of contrast. So the contrast engine is mainly letting the color contrast as well as the tonal contrast. Next, we are moving on to color engine, where you can decide, do you want to color swap? You can turn on all the mask, check where exactly the color pixels. Actually, you will realize the purple here actually been recognized as blue, and that's how you see the eye through DaVinci. So you can increase the blue range, and then you can change the blue, change the flower color to cyan or any color you want. That's why it's called color swap. Okay. Of course, you don't want to go too crazy here. You can also increase and reduce the saturation of different global saturation. But take note, because it's additive color science, increase the saturation, it looks brighter for the pixels. So that may not be what you want. That's why we design color density, which is the subtractive color science. As you increase the global damage, it instantly saturate the image at the same time darken the pixel. So I can go down to blue density, increase the blue a little, and I can even go to yellow density and refine the yellows. And that's how you create that organic denseness in the color like you always wanted for. And you can increase the color density for the skin as well. So just by this fine tuning of this step, you are able to get a very nice outcome. And of course, we can go down to color scheme, look at the skin tone map. If it's orange, that means it's perfectly aligning with the skin tone line on the vector scope. What we need to do, you want how fair you want the skin to be, you want it to be fairer or you want to be paler, it's totally up to you. And that's how amazing we have go so far. Next, the most powerful engine is the film mixer engine. We have the film glaze built in. You can increase the wetness volume, you can increase the creamy depth, and instantly you get that punch, cinematic punch to your image, like a fresco looking kind of color. And next, you can go film mixer. This is where you are massaging all the colors. I can turn on the vector scope so it's clearer and easier for you. Now the color is spread out across, but once you use film mixer, you sort of formulate them into very nice color palettes. So to an orange palette, look at just that one single tweak. We massage the entire palette into something else. Or we can go to an pink palette, use a different kind of angle of the hue, but it create a totally different outcome, pink and teal. Same for magenta and green. That's how powerful this entire engine is. I prefer teal and orange here, which is very nice, but I need to refine and calibrate something. So you can go to film separation. Now you see our sign is actually clipped because it's over the triangle, which marks the end of the saturation on Maximum 9. So what we can do, we can reduce the separation, and that brings the entire palette back to slightly more neutral, and you get a much better outcome. Look at the before and after, and it's 100% broadcast proof. Okay, next we can go to film printer lights. This is where you are adding the three-dimensional injection of color that is not recorded on the frame. So when you show the production mask, you are able to see where exactly the changes are that being applied. So it's only the white area. I can increase the green, increase the yellow. That instantly will build a different time of the day as well as different season just with this single tweak. So you can choose to use it or not, but in this time around, I prefer more sign in the shot. I will reduce the yellow a little, and we get a very nice outcome. So we can copy this grade, go to another shot, paste. So we get a very consistent grading throughout all the shots. And that's the power of the 32-bit float math. No matter how much we push the image, there will be zero noise added to the image. You get a very nice skin. The color scheme that you have done previously will match so well with all the shots. And that's how amazing this entire process is. And look at how great the outcome is. And you can play back at live speed. Sorry, let me turn off the scope. You can play back at live speed with no issue at all, be it on 4K, 8K, 6K. And that's how powerful this entire engine is. Okay, next, we want to show you something amazing. Now you go to your AI engine, go to CinePulse AI. Let's do our own AI training here. Once you get a sample, you can continue to generate look at what happens. It based on the variation I have created earlier, generate a very different look, and which I prefer it because they add a very different treatment to the film printer lights group. So you can try out different options. You will filter around where you have previously built a clean look or a very different look, and that's the amount of surprise and variation. As you build more of this, imagine I start with a clean canvas. I just go to correction engine. I just do the basic color corrections, delogify, correction exposure, correction white balance. I just do the basics, and then I generate look. Look at how amazing you can create different outcomes just based on this. And that's the beauty of using AI. Train it yourself and become your personal assistant. So that's how powerful this whole engine is. I hope by now you understand how powerful our engine is. I hope by now you understand how powerful PFA Color Suite is. You can build your own AI training, save you thousands of hours, and can produce so much more projects in a faster time. And you can sync across not only DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, After Effects, and upcoming in 2 weeks' time, Final Cut. So that's all for this episode. One license unlocks everything. So try out the free trial. You'll be one version behind, which is 13.3. When you want to upgrade to a lifetime license, use the code ThankYou26 for 57% off. So that's all for this episode. My name is Nash, Passion, Fuse, and Ambition. I shall see you in the next one.